organizations. So this deadly combination has made each Indian proud. Many congratulations to the 6 medal winners, the leaders, the observer, IAPT, and Vidyavataka Sangh. To partake the joy, I think VVS can take humble pride as the medal tally at IJSO has increased in the past 3 years. Let us begin our Felicitation Day's proceedings with an instrumental invocation by Master Jwala, 9th standard student of VVS Patel High School. Thank you, Jwalan, for providing such an auspicious start. I now request Dr. B.S. Sachita to introduce the guest of the gathering.
Good evening, right now. Was it for this? A very good morning to all the distinguished guests, respected teachers, proud parents, esteemed media members, and our shining young achievers. Today is not just a gathering, it is a celebration of excellence, effort, and extraordinary spirit of young India. We are here to honor and felicitate the brilliant participants of 22nd International Junior Science Olympiad 2025 held at Cyrus, Russia. These young minds, full of curiosity and courage, have carried the Indian flag to the global heights. Talent may be born, but achievement is nurtured. It is my privilege and honor to welcome our chief guest, Professor Prabal K. Maiti, Dean, Undergraduate Program, Institute of Science, Bangalore. Professor Maiti is a distinguished scientist of international standard, a passionate educator and a visionary academic leader. His contributions to soft matter physics and computational science have inspired countless students and researchers across the globe. Sir, your presence today adds the immense value to this ceremony. We extend a warm and respectful welcome to you, sir. Professor Prabal Maiti's research interests are multi-scale modeling of soft and biomaterials, computational materials and science and nanotechnology, molecular dynamics and Monte Carlo methods applied to polymers, DNA-based nanotechnology and comfort fluids. He is a fellow of Indian Academy of Science and Alexander von Humboldt Fellowship, Fulbright Fellowship, ISC Alumnus of Excellence in Research in the year 2016, and most importantly, it is just now we got to know that he is involved in a school for underprivileged in IIT Kanpur called Swami Vivekananda Vidyalaya. This shows what is the kind of interest that he actually has. So we are very thankful to you, sir. So welcome once again. Great institutions are built by great mentors and great students. We are deeply honored to welcome our special guest, Professor Subbareddy. He is in the High Voltage Department of Indian Institute of Science and convener of Talent Development Center, Chalakere, IISc. He is the one who is instrumental in making this program do its best because of all his support and people from Talent Development Center. Sir, we are very grateful to you for helping us at every time. So welcome to you. Professor Aluwalia, President, Indian Association of Physics Teachers. He is present online, you can see there. A pillar of the National Olympiad movement, his leadership has unified the physics teaching community and strengthened science education across India. Welcome to you, sir, online. And also the General Secretary of Indian Institute of Physics Teachers. She is also present online, the backbone of this entire Olympiad program in Bangalore. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for being present online. Here, behind every young achiever stand a teacher who believed before everyone else did. We are privileged to have with us our guest of honor, Professor N.S. Lakshmi Narsu, Vice Chairperson Vidyavardhaka Sangha, a visionary administrator and a strong advocate for academic excellence. Madam, support for the education initiatives has enabled programs like this to flourish. We sincerely thank you for gracing this occasion, ma'am. And the program is being held in Bangalore in Vidyavardhaka. She's the main, she has played a very important role in bringing this program to Bangalore. So, and I welcome some of the senior IIPT members who are throughout the year involved in various uh, steps of Olympiad program. Professor S.K. Nataraju, Professor P. Nagaraj, Professor Samishta Sahu, Professor Sandhya Mayur. I sincerely welcome Sri Hari Prasad sir, Secretary Vidyavardhaka Sangha, constantly supporting us through this entire program. Professor Deshpande, President Vidyavardhaka Sangha. No Olympiad journey is complete without the silent warriors who train, mentor, and guide the students at every step. We gratefully acknowledge the contribution of the academic leaders, mentors, and coordinators who played a vital role in the orientation from selection camp and also the pre-departure camp. So some of them are present. I welcome all of them to this particular program. And there's a very strong support from the VVS family. I welcome all the heads of the institutions of Vidyavardhaka Sangha, Madam Supriya Joshi, Principal VVSPU College, Professor Rekha S, former Principal Vidyavardhaka College, previous, previous coordinator of IJSO program, and Madam Vani Deshpande, Madam Shweta, Principal Primary Knowledge Secondary School. So, excellence is never an accident. It is a result of preparation, passion, and perseverance. I welcome Dr. Shiri Patare, scientist, HBCSE, TFR, who headed the group for the leader in today. Professor P.V. Vedavyasa, Brigade Professor of Scientific College, Bangalore, leader in chemistry. Dr. Arvinda, senior faculty at Child Development Center, IIT Calcutta, leader in biology. Your experience, patience, and guidance have shaped the success of these young minds. Thank you for being the strength behind this achievement. And most important, the student participants, the stars of today, who made our nation very proud. We proudly celebrate the young scientists who represented India with distinction at IJSO 2025. Adish Jain, Anmol Kumar, SB Tejas, Asmi Inamdar, Sai Shravan Mualla. You have not only made your parents proud, but also inspired students across the nation. Rohan Mohanty. Please. It's very proud moment for them also and also to us to welcome all the parents of these children. Please come forward. I request Lakshmi Madam to welcome them by giving a round. Parents, please come.
No, she's coming here.
So please welcome. Not with the leave. I welcome all the students, the teachers present here on this occasion. When young minds dream big, a nation rises. So welcome to the media and press. So we extend a warm welcome to the members of press and media. Your continued coverage helps showcase the strength of Indian scientific talent to the wider public. Thank you for being part of this celebration. Once again, I warmly welcome each one of you to the celebration of knowledge, effort, and excellence. Let us come together to applaud the dedication of Team IJSO 2025 and honor the mentors and the institutions that supported them. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. A warm welcome to you too. Now it's time to watch IJSO 2025's success journey. IJSO 2025, let's. Hearty welcome to everyone. So, Team IJSO 2025. Hearty welcome to Padmavathy. We begin the success saga of IJSO 2025.
I came here because I love science and I want to apply my knowledge. I'm most interested in physics because that is the branch of science that can explain all the factors and all the terms of the world, like friction, gravity.
Natural science for me is a way of learning our surroundings. And even above of them, we can learn about what we have in our planet and even go beyond.
Serious education center is going very good. And actually, we have to face problems when we have to live in another area without our home. I have no burden to face that problem.
It was really nice. Former Olympic stadiums, ice rink, and all these facilities.
tasks were hard, but they were like solvable for me. The most difficult part is time because my time management is not that good, but it was really fun and really exciting experience for me.
The lectures we have here help me learn more about things going on around the world and pick on new hobbies and interests, which also give me the field of research.
I think this IJSO competition is really important for my future career, especially because I really wanted to be a mechanical or electrical engineer.
This subject gives a great opportunity to join international science community, and so I try to make as more friendships as I can.
The students cooperate here, so they will create contact. And maybe in 10 years, we will find them in leading universities of Russia, such as MIT, studying their physics, chemistry, and biology, and then the other different topics. And definitely, they are the future leaders of science.
This junior science Olympiad is a great opportunity for these bright young minds to explore themselves, what they are good at, and then pursue their career in that area.
The preparation is in a high level, especially in practical side. I think that there will be a lot of things to gain from Russian experience in this field.
I really think this is one of the best organized Olympiads I have ever seen, and I'm really happy for everyone who is attending IJSO 2025 here in Sirius. I think the LOC and the scientific committee did a terrific job.
Была интересной, сложной, сложнее, чем в предыдущие годы. Наоборот, сюда дают более сложные задания, поэтому я уже был готов к таким сложным заданиям. Но я бы хотел развиваться в химии, физике, возможно, пойти на какое-нибудь физико-химическое направление, либо вообще на химию. Будущим участникам я бы дал совет учиться иностранным языкам, там, общаться, поддерживать международные отношения.
Thank you for that wonderful presentation. If seen and listened aspects was what we have just witnessed, the unseen, unheard, memorable, and adventurous stories named. I now request Mr. Shirish Patani, leader of physics team IJSO 2025, to narrate in Team India's success and struggle side. Over to you, sir.
Okay, so good morning. So you all read one line news in most of the newspaper with some description that India bagged 2 gold, 4 silvers. Just a one line news, right? But before that, the kind of efforts that these students have taken, the training that they have undergone, uh, that cannot be explained by just one line. Right? They have really worked so hard. They were tortured so much through different camps, and now you can see some smiles on their faces, but still they are still under sleep because they just woke up. Yeah, still under. We are also a bit under that hangover. But we have seen a transformation from the day one till the day we came, and they have really changed in different aspects. And I could actually feel that. So thanks for that transformation. Of course, the moment you read this, we have done well in this Olympiad, but wonder what conditions. And I will not like to, as she said, there were many adventures. So I will not like to spell out all the adventures, but some of those which will really make you feel that things were not really easy. Things were not really easy. The academic chairperson of the scientific committee, he himself said that the experiment which was set for the experimental exam cannot be even done by their past gold medalists in 5 hours. These students were given only 3.5 hours. Right? I think this is something that we should really appreciate. Even with that kind of time constraint, reading the paper. Let me tell you, reading the paper. I think you must have all be appearing for so many exams, or at least since you're in school, maybe at least 1 or 2 exams. Uh, how many pages do you have in your paper? 2, 3. Question paper, yeah, of course. Not answer sheets and supplements. Leave that. Okay. 2, 3, 4 maximum. They had 5 instruction sheets to read and 17 pages of question paper to read. Okay. And then understand that, not just that, then understand that nobody is going to come and tell them that you have to do this, this, this. They have to plan their experiment and then they have to execute it in that 3.5 hours. Okay. Not an easy task. And with the fact that we knew nobody is going to complete, even with that, we did well. And we should be very proud of this because we all do mistakes. Come on, we all do mistakes, right? So we are human beings, we are students, so we all do mistakes. But even in spite of that, we have really done well. They have really, scored quite nice in the experiment. We are not going to disclose the marks. Don't worry about that. But as compared to all the countries who participated, they had a great respect for India. A great respect for India. It's like, India, fine, gold. You will get gold, fine. No issues about that. We will see, if we get bronze or something, that kind of a thing. So they had great respect for India, and thanks to all the previous mentors who have really established that kind of a respect, that kind of stature at the international level. Speaking about one more incident, then I will think I can stop because I can just go on. There are so many interesting things that happened. But one instance, we were in a war zone. We were in a war zone. How many of you know? Yeah, at least this area knows that, right? Okay. Right. So, there is a conflict going between Ukraine and Russia. We were just at the coast, like Black Sea coast. Right? So our leaders' hotel was like just next to a Black Sea, and we could see surface-to-air missile systems installed over there in front of us. There were sirens going on for drone attack threats. The moment the siren goes on, the students were taken to a safe place. Instantly, I don't know how come those people knew that they are going to have an exam. Because this exactly happened just before their exam. So they were taken to a safe place Initially, they did not know what is to be done when we go to such a safe place because we never had that. Right? We had so many sirens. Well, now you can hear so many horns and everything going on. But such thing happens for the first time. We did not know, so they went there and then they were explained that nothing to panic, everything is safe. And the next two silence, they carried playing cards with you. Yeah, they carried playing cards with them just before the exam because they were cool. Fine, exam we are going to do. I mean, what to do in this? So exams were postponed. But let me tell you, this is kind of a coordination that they had among themselves that support each other because this is going to be finally a group event. If we don't do that, others are not going to do it for us. And so this idea of supporting each other in absence of parents, right? In absence of you just imagine for almost 20 to 24 days you are away from your parents and and still you are going to perform to such a level where things are not easy. Things are not easy, right? So these people have done that, and let me congratulate for that. More than the medals will keep getting. Students are good. You do get medals. No issue about that. In second language, we have 100% strike rate. And every student who goes, comes back with a medal. So that's fine. I mean, that happens here and there. Like maybe you might get next year 6 gold, maybe 5 gold, whatever it is. But that is not the thing. But actually supporting each other and working in those difficult situations. So congratulations to the team for that and bringing back those smiles. So now keep those smiles, intact after your sleep is over, maybe. Right? And once again, and congratulations to the parents. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. We truly appreciate your great determination and steadfastness. Generally, in Indian tradition, when we have a downpour, when we have good rains, it is a significance of divine grace on us. Can all of us provide a standing ovation to the academic warriors of science and India? Thank you all. India is in the safe hands of the coming generation. Now it's time to listen to the academic thought. Now it's time to listen to the academic toy, fun, as well as learnings of the 6 medal winners of IJSO 2025. First up, we have Master Adish Jain.
Morning, everyone. This IJSO was my first time abroad and my first experience like this. And I think it was the greatest experience I've had there. The talks I had with the team leaders, with the teachers of PDC, those really inspired me to pursue science. Those really opened my mind up to new ideas, to think in distinct ways, to think critically. And the question papers that we had there, those were really challenging, but they were good. They were involving. You enjoyed solving the problems, although there was a time limit. And the people you meet there, the friends you make there, that is, I think, the biggest achievement because those people are the harbingers of science and technology. And I think I'll meet them in the future too. And other than that, the teachers that I meet, teachers that I learn from, that is also the greatest achievement. Food was not so great there because I think Indian food is the best in the world. But we survived. We survived the food. And of course, in the last, medals are there, which bring pride to India, glory to India. I think it was a great experience.
Thank you. Now, next up, we have Master Anmol Kumar.
Good morning, everyone. IJSO 2025 was a really good experience for me, and I got to learn a lot of things from the experiments and theory papers. And one thing about the experiment was that like it was a new experience. It was completely different from what we have done earlier, but still my team did well and we handled it quite well. And it was a great experience.
Next up, we have SB pages, master pages.
Good morning, everyone. IJSO 2025 was my first time going international, and my biggest takeaway is meeting people from different cultures, especially Russia. Uh, the climate, the weather, especially the food is so bland. European foods, I would say staying in India is better for food. The weather, meeting new friends from all over the world, and I also hope to meet them in future international Olympiads if I do go there again. This year, the Russians innovated and they made new styles of experimental and theory papers. While we prepared, it was completely new for us and it was also challenging, but we were enjoying ourselves quite well. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Mr. Steve.
Good morning, everybody. So, like everybody's already said, it was a great experience to go to Russia, to live in their educational center. Another thing I would like to add is it wasn't just us, the IJSO participants. It was also the regular Russian students. And it wasn't just scientific students. There were students from music, art, various disciplines. And I remember, like sometimes even in our corridors and hallways, one night they were all performing music. And even in the opening, closing ceremonies, there were classical performances. And the cultural night was extremely enjoyable too. Like everybody's already said, the experiments, theory, MCQs, all were new, interesting, exciting, but difficult. Like in the experiments, we had to perform electrolysis for one of the parts. And so I was going to do that part, and I saw instructions, 6 pages long. And so it was pretty challenging because not only did you have to set up the experiment, but you had to go through 6 pages, set up the experiment, wait for 1 hour for the whole electrolysis to finish. And then after that, get the solutions from the electrolysis and then use the solutions for further parts of the experiments. So it was like when you only have 3.5 hours and using 1 hour just for one part of the experiment is pretty dangerous. And I think we handled it, and I am very happy that I got to experience doing such experiments and also giving the theory and MCQ papers. All in all, it was a great experience, and I hope I have the privilege of meeting these people again, experiencing more cultures. Thank you.
Thank you, Rosie. Next up, we have Master Rupani.
Good morning, all. IJSO 2025 was a very nice experience for me. It was my first international trip abroad, and I was really excited about that, but at the same time, I was also stressed. This year, the number of participating countries was also less due to the war, and the medals were also lesser. So I was in a great tension at that time. Along with that, they tried to introduce new things into the examinations because they tried to digitalize it. They added laptops to the experiments and they made the MCQs online as well. So a new stress was also there that what they might give in order to utilize the laptops and the experiments as well. In our cubicle also, there was shortage of sockets, electrical sockets, and we had only one power source, and we required it in both electrolysis as well as in photosynthesis experiment. So first, she had to complete her part, and then in the remaining time, I had to do the entire biology experiment. So I think our coordination went very well over there, and I'm happy that we were able to do it as a team. The theory and MCQ was also very nice, and though usually they don't allow us to use calculus, still in physics one problem we were forced to use calculus to solve the problem. So it was quite a new experience, and getting to meet new people over there and seeing Russian culture, it was very nice. Thank you.
Next up, we have Mr. Sai Shravan.
Good morning, everyone. IJSO 2025 was a very nice experience for me. Getting to meet new people, having new experiences was really great. And for the exams, like in the theory exams, we had problems combining all of physics, chemistry, and biology. For example, we had a question based on how we see. It involved the part of physics using lenses and all of that, and how the nerves in our eyes work and all the chemical reactions involving that vision. It was a really new way of asking questions, combining all the three, and I really enjoyed solving them. And overall, it was a great experience for me. Uh, I will never forget this 10 days of my life. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shravan. Many talks, one influence. War, weather, food, nothing is a challenge for true academic achievers. Yes.
Okay, I have just snatched away the mic from her. You might wonder, students have spoken about it. I spoke. There are three more people here, but of course, they are saying no, no. But let me just thank all of them because you might wonder, there are six students. What are these four people doing there? I mean, they have not applied for the exam. So what's, I mean, come on, why have they gone there? So the idea is when a problem is presented by the host country in front of IB, so basically, this whole board consisting of all the leaders from every country, they sit there, they try to understand the problem, go through the complexity of the problem. If there are any changes which are to be suggested, we suggest those changes. Then the discussion goes on. So since this was like physics, chemistry, biology, so we have a combination of a person from chemistry, Professor Vedvyasa, Arvind from biology, and Geeta ma'am from physics. So we actually distributed our responsibilities that the moment the paper comes, we just separate it out. The person who is actually going to chemistry, they will actually go through the chemistry problem very minutely, and if we have any doubts or anything, we are supposed to put it online, in the feedback section there, and then the discussion goes on. I would really like to tell you, other than few countries like Hungary, India, Chinese Taipei, there were only doubts from us. So that shows teachers from India are so concerned about problems in the problem. And after we get their papers, like students' papers, uh, we actually sat with their papers, their marking scheme. We actually graded their problem, and we were ready for the places where they did not give us the credit. So all this exercise, all those sleepless nights, for when everything was going on, we used to sleep something at around 4 a.m., 2 a.m., and then wake up early morning, and maybe not very early, 7 o'clock or 7:30. And then they will take you for an excursion. You just sleep on the bus. That's all you can do. But on the last 2 days, when we had to stay in Russia for some technical issues, At 9 p.m. we entered our room and then we thought, what are we going to do now? Because the event is over. You know? But of course, before that whole thing, we really had a great group here. I mean, thanks to all my teammates here, and we could really discuss things quite well. They all are vegetarians, and I am a non-vegetarian. I'm a proud non-vegetarian, but I could not eat more than chicken. And I have eaten so much of chicken that for maybe next 1 or 2 months I'm not going to eat that. And these people have eaten so much of salad that they do not eat salad anymore. But I guess nobody, was deprived of any food. And the problem was that during the discussion, if the organizers need some time to discuss something, they used to give a break. What to do in break? Come out, have coffee, something, go back. So our weights must have actually gone up, maybe. But let me thank all of them for a great group, and we really had fun in the show. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. Now it is going to be a Sanchita to take over highly awaited felicitation session.
I request our chief guest and guest of honor and sir to please give away these certificates and medals to the students. First, Adish Jain. Round of applause. Adish Jain, gold medal. Anmol Kumar, gold medalist, IJSO 2025. SV Tejas, silver medal, IJSO 2025. This is a sign that India is going to get more medals in the future. Asmi Inamdar, silver medalist, IJSO 2025. He is also a Hindustani classical singer, and that's the reason he started playing music only when she came. Ruhan Mahanti, silver medalist, IJSO 2025. Sai Shravan Movalla, silver medalist, IJSO 2025. Our leader, backbone of this entire competition, Dr. Shirish Patare, leader physics. They bring medals, but they don't get medals. Professor Vedavyasa, leader chemistry. Dr. Arvind, leader biology. Dr. R.S. Geeta, observer. Big round of applause. Thank you, sir. Dr. Shirish was mentioning about how Indian contribution in terms of IB meeting is. So even with my experience, if a question has to be approved, at last the leader of the scientific committee will turn his head towards India. And if India says okay, then the question is okay.
Thank you, sir. Many congratulations, Team IJSO 2025. I now request our Chief Guest, Professor Prabhat, Dean, Undergraduate Program, Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, to address.
Good morning, everybody. I really feel privileged to be here and thanks Master Dr. Achyut and Dr. Raghavendra for the invitation. Dear Dr. Lakshmi Narasimhan, my colleague Subbar, and all the students who won the medals and the teachers. Congratulations to all of you again. And really, your wonderful dedication and made this possible. And distinguished guests and parents, proud parents. It's a wonderful opportunity for country to have this youngster bringing knowledge to the country. And I hope they will continue to nurture their own passion and curiosity for science and bring many more innovation and other kind of awards eventually. And I hope this also catalyzes the young students I see in front of me on both the left and right, inspire them also to really take up science as a career and also which eventually bring a lot of innovation and development in the country as a whole. I must also really appreciate the efforts of IPT and along with the Vidya Bhadra Kashamukha, really nurturing and keeping this whole program year after year. It's really a very difficult job to nurture this activity in a sustained basis year after year and to make sure that the students who are passing through this, they get rigorous training and also the support system enough that they actually can crack this very rather difficult exam. Coming back to the winners, it's a wonderful opportunity, and I hope in our own IISc program, we are thinking to have students coming from Olympiad as eventually it's not yet, but as a another separate mode of entry where you can come to our undergraduate program in the in our current undergraduate, we have 6 science streams. Raghavendra was very early looking after many of the physics whole lab and many other education. So we have physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology, and materials. Materials this year will move out from the science stream, will become a BTech in materials, and we'll be starting 2 more BTech programs in mechanical engineering and also in aerospace engineering starting August 2026. So I'm hoping that many of you will be actually pursuing your further curiosity-driven career in science, either in physics, chemistry, and biology. Not only that, I will also encourage all of you to basically do something apart from your own curiosity-driven research career. Also, be responsible citizen, because many times we see that's what is hurting in many respects the country's progress. So, along with your own research, along with your own career, I wish that you become a very, very responsible and very kind and considerate to the fellow human being. Now, another point I see that we have 6 winners, only 1 girls. So this is a very, very problem area which we are really passing through year after year. I see on equal proportion in left and right, boys and girls, but in the winner or in the education or in the colleges, including IS, we see a very, very few representation from girls. And this is something all of the educators and all the teachers and all the everybody we are thinking how to actually remedy such situation, because unless we have equal proportion in both education, workforce from boys and girls, this becomes a severe issue eventually. So I urge all the teachers and educators to think along that direction. I don't have a solution, but hopefully eventually the solution emerge. But on an institutional scale, what we are trying to do to have a more representation girl students, we have actually separate supernumerary seats for girls, large numbers. So we are trying to get more girls put in the school or in the class coming from the girls section. So I would ask each of the parents to have a look at these programs and also encourage the girl children also to pursue career in science and engineering so that they will get the equal number representation in here. So I do not have any further thing to convey, but I really congratulate all of you again, and particularly the teacher, Mr. Sisi, Dr. Sisi, Dr. Veda, Dr. Geeta, and Dr. Arvind for a wonderful job. Really, it's a wonderful to have nurturing this talent of that. And my colleagues are now giving our help from our Kalekar Center and with the really doing it. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, sir. Your words of inspiration will surely guide many of BBS students to enter the portals of Indian Institute of Science. I now request Professor Subba Reddy, Convener, Skill Development Center, Chennai, to address us.
Very good morning to all of you. First of all, let me congratulate all the 6 stars from India for getting the medals and also making the country proud. Since last 2 years, 2 dynamic people came to me regarding this IFPT. I was not knowing about the IFPT earlier. Yes, I was reading something. Those 2 guys are here. One is Raghavendra and one is Achyuta. Who are very, I don't say colleague, they're very close friends of mine. So when I was given the opportunity by the director to be a convener at the Talent Development Center, the proposal came up that there is an IFPT where this Junior Science Olympiad program needs to be conducted at our Talent Development Center at Chalakere campus. So I was not knowing about this. Then they said about 50,000 children across the country, they have various layers of selection, and they will bring some 35 stars from various parts of the country to the campus. Then I was immediately, I told my dean, and then yes, this is the first time we would like to conduct this. And we started last year. Out of 35, yes, 6 were sent to Romania last year. All 6 got gold medals, and they made proud. Then again, this is the second batch at the Chalakere campus. Again, we got 35 stars there. Out of 35, these 6 were selected, and they were sent to Russia, and they have brought laurels to the country. So my role was not there in any of these training programs. Yes, I was just felicitating this aspect, being a convener at the Talent Development Center, Chalakere. So without my knowledge, they have put me for this today's program. Yesterday night I was at Chalakere. Started morning, 250 kilometers I traveled and came to this function. I think 7 or 8 minutes delay. Excuse me for that. Yes, my colleague Dean Professor Prabal Maiti spoke few things about entry level to the IASC. It's a very good initiative by the Deans. And I mentioned to all the children here, take it very seriously and try to see that everybody can achieve. It is not that very difficult. You need to have hard work with passion and honesty. These things will definitely make you better in your understanding. Need to be more looking into the basics. Yes, basics play a very important role even in your future life. So if you are strong at basics anywhere, you'll be more confident with your any of the topics or any of the areas which you are working. So please look into the basics. Yes, whatever teachers, I need to again congratulate Dr. Shirish, Aravind, my colleague from Talent Development Center. He was initially, when Dr. Achyuta and Raghavendra came, we wanted a biology representative from our campus also. Then when I asked him, he was completely nervous. He said, "Sir, it may be difficult. I have so many, I am not experienced in that." So then I told everything is a learning experience. So in fact, I am very happy that the biology have got gold. I am not telling exactly, it is his initiative. Yes, there are a lot of other people who are sitting here behind the scene, several teachers, not only from here, various parts of the country. They came to our Chalakere campus, 15, 60 days, rigorous training program, leaving their families. I need to say that we need to appreciate all the teachers who have come and with their leaving their families and coming and training the children. So I feel that we should definitely congratulate all the teachers. Yes, of course, all the faculty who have gone with the children, trying to motivate. Even must be seeing that when the children were asked to speak here, Dr. Shiris was there to prompt them what to tell about them. So that is the level of involvement where the teachers and that is the reason where, yes, of course, these laurels have been got to the country. So I don't want to go details into this because there are several people who have been worked. And I thank Vidyavartaka Sangha here, the management. It's very important. The reason is these programs were held earlier in ARC, Mumbai and Karnataka or the southern side. There were not much of activity because of the initiation. Yes, the Vidyavartaka Sangha management has taken the initiative of starting this program with their available resources. Yes, they met. They also approached us. We also try to support to our extent. Thanks to our institute director and many of these people who have been helping pertaining to these training programs. We have tried to make them comfortable. Yes, of course, Dr. Shiris used to tell about one thing, he is a non-vegetarian, but we don't provide non-veg food at our campus. That I have made it mandatory for several reasons. Of course, we have tried to see what best they could be comfortable in that. This year, I hope the students are comfortable during their training period at Chalakere. And finally, I would definitely congratulate all the parents here. So sending the children at this age to the places like it could be a Chalakere or abroad. See, many of the parents have taken a lot of pain. I congratulate the parents particularly for this initiative, encouragement, and wish not only the children here on the stage, other children, all the best and God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Sir is supposed to have been fostering a scientific academic resort at Chellakere. All of us are very eager to visit it, sir. Thank you, sir. I now request Professor Ahluwalia, President, Indian Association of Physics Teachers, to address all of us on our children.
So thank you. I hope I am audible. It's a great moment for us, particularly in IAPT. Ever since this program was given for coordination to Indian Association of Physics Teachers, I think we were also quite nervous that how we will handle it. But thanks to a collaborative effort, it's a pan-India collaborative effort, I would say, in which different institutions came forward. IISc Chalkari campus, Professor Subbareddy, who is here very much. Then HPCSC, then the teachers coming from all over the country and participating in training the students at various stages. And it's a year-long process, in fact, and to keep young minds engaged to that extent is really a challenge. But hats off to the team and the students, the teachers, team leaders. I think India has done very, very well. Dear students, I have been with you in Chelakere as well as in Bengaluru. I really enjoyed interacting with you. For me, it was a great learning experience. And I feel that this is the kind of process through which every student should go through when they study science. Because science is not, rote learning. It is much more than that. And when I was going through the past questions papers of IJSO, I was really getting nervous myself that how transition has to be made, say, from chemistry to biology to physics, and then doing theory and then doing experiments. And they were, supposed to really be creative and what you call not just learning things, but learning on the go. That is a great fun of this particular processes. I know how the team has worked hard. It's just mind-boggling to see that every teacher engaged with the students were so much nervous how to really handle them. And that also came out in this particular, you know, talk which was going on here. I take this opportunity to thank Professor Lakshmina Rasu, who is giving this platform to us to conduct these kinds of things. We are grateful to Professor Subbareddy, who is so kind in providing all the facilities at an excellent talent development center. And these students, I must say, they are the future of the country, particularly for science. And if we are able to engage them, that will be the great, great thing. Also, I must congratulate the parents who really put faith in the students who are coming from class 10 level itself. It's very difficult to, convince people that you send your children and let them participate in this kind of a program. But I think they also want that their children should do well. They should be the leaders. So I congratulate them and thank everybody here. But last of all, but not the least, the team led by Dr. Achyuta, Dr. Raghavendra, and Ma'am Rekha Ghorpade, with great, guidance from Dr. Shirish Pathare. I think that is just great. I must really thank them. Their dedication is worth emulating throughout the country. When I was listening to these young students, and I was listening to Professor Mehti also, I realized that IAPT should take another task in hand now, that this kind of a program should be conducted in every regional council for training students, not just for participating in the competition, but for otherwise also as part of agenda in national education policy itself. I think that can really take us quite far because this process needs to be shared with uh, the teachers of the country, I believe, at the school level. And that is what is the need of the hour. I hope this will happen, and IAPT is ready to take up that challenge also, with all the blessings from the team who is sitting in front of me, Professor Subbareddy, Professor Mehti, Ma'am Lakshmi, and we have Professor Arvinda also here sitting. Ma'am Geeta, I can also see in the back, Professor Vedvyasa also. I wish I could see these children more in front of my eyes. Oh yeah, that is what I wanted. Now you have penned them fully. And I would like to really uh, uh, take this picture and send it to our community on the IAPT forum itself. Thank you very much. Have fun, enjoy science, live science, and communicate science. Thank you very much.
By their president, Professor Luwa. Your insights have been extremely wonderful, sir. Thank you. Our Vice Chairperson, Srimati Lakshmi Narasu LH, a person of physics, an academic visionary, because of whose constant guidance and support, IAPT JSO Vidyavataka Sangha Center has been growing leaps and bounds. With a deep sense of gratitude, I request you now to address all this.
My pranams to one and all present here, and IAPT President, and I think Madam Gorpade, Eka Gorpade is also there. Pranams to all of them. Heartiest congratulations to all the medal winners, observers, leaders, parents, and the fraternity of IAPT, and all of us, because it's a proud moment for all of us. We are champions. I would like to call you as champions. I just would like to tell you that today you have shown the world what dedicated and inspired young minds can achieve. And for my students from Vidyavataka Sangha who are there, they have shown you that you can dream big and achieve. All that I would like to say is, dear friends, you have just been willing to explore and you have enjoyed solving problems. You have enjoyed taking up challenges, and you also have taken up or you have a hunger for learning. Because of all these things, you have come so far. And my advice, only thing is, please carry these three things with you even in the future, so that you will shine brighter even in all your future endeavors. As far as the IAPT fraternity is concerned, that's so dedicated, and the way dedicated efforts have given these results. I heartily congratulate all of them for being behind the scene of this particular achievement. On behalf of Vidyavataka Sangha, I just would like to reiterate our commitment to join hands with IAPT in any of the academic endeavors that they take up. That's all. Thank you.
Ma'am, your message proclaims very clearly: dream big, achieve big, and remain constant and relevant always. Thank you, ma'am. I now request Dr. Raghavendra to propose food items.
Hello and good afternoon to all of the students who are actually sitting here and so nicely listening, and also to the medal winners and also the chief guest of the day, Mr. Pavan Negi, and also Subhareddy sir, and all the leaders and the observers who basically attend. I don't know what magic they have done. They in fact even made the Russian president come along with them to India. So something has really happened. And also the temperature there, as Shirish was mentioning, basically started it seeing somewhere around 20 degrees and then coming down exponentially, and finally it was around 2 degrees or 3 degrees. So Bangalore also matched to that, right? I mean, today the temperature has gone so well, so they don't really feel they have come out of Sochi yet. And in fact, basically given a task of thanking. Thinking to whom all we need to thank. A very celebrated poet in Kannada, D.V. Gundappa, actually says, if you're eating a bowl of rice, remember the number of hands basically which has made this rice possible. From a quality seed that actually started in the beginning, there was someone who actually plowed it. The farmers basically took care of it for 4 or 5 months, nurtured it, and it became a paddy. And then there's someone who actually pounded it and gave us the rice. And also the love and the affection with which the mother cooks and gives it to us. So now when you eat a bowl of rice, remember the number of people who are involved. And very similar to that, I would say, the number of gold medals that we have got and the silver medals that we have got is not just because of these 6 students. It's because of number of people in fact who have done. The seeds for this entire program actually starts by the National Standard Examination in Junior Science conducted by IAPT. So we need to start thanking them from there onwards. And that's a big number. 50,000 students write this examination in their own schools. So there must be a teacher who would have invigilated, and there's a teacher who has set the paper, there's an organization which has conducted this, and there's someone who has corrected this. So I think I will start my thanking from them who really took care of that, and especially Professor Tyagi. I don't know whether he's there in the meeting or not. Professor Tyagi, who actually takes care of all this and takes the burden of attending to the court cases and so many things. In spite of that, I think he does a wonderful job in selecting around 350 students and sending it to the next level. The next level is not an easy one at all because they're already selected from the best of the students and 350 come out of it. The quality of questions, the way that we need to test them and then pick them from there also requires a challenge. And for that, we conduct several, say, resource generation camps, and then we actually vet the papers and then prepare the questions so meticulously that in fact from the past 7-8 years there has not been a single mistake in the paper. So there are in fact teachers who are involved in that, there are coordinators who are involved in that in making this. So I think I should also thank them after this particular process. Of course, students, you may feel that basically the achievement has been wonderful, remarkable. Congratulations to you all, and also thank them because if they had not really struggled from the round 1 to round 2 to round 3, this would not have been possible. And therefore, many thanks to you for your efforts. Remember, this will happen only if there is actually that they want to achieve this, that hunger is there, only then it happens. You may say there are several other parameters, but the hunger inside actually had made it. I don't know from where, when they started their training. Okay, the parents would have actually slowed along with them from maybe their 6th standard, 7th standard, they start their preparation and come up to this level. So big thanks to the parents and their support. And they thought that it's important to actually send the children to this and then train them in this particular manner. Then all these things basically happen all over India stage. But we also need a place where we need to set up our experiments and then keep testing it, standardizing it. We need a place for it. And Bangalore, in fact, is one of the costliest in terms of, say, providing the space and infrastructure. And Vidyapada is so kind. In fact, they give us 3 rooms. Take it and then do whatever you want in that, in their building. A big thanks to Vidyapada and people like Mr. Matt. And I feel like we should also remember Bharshana sir at this moment, who passed away a few months back, who was really instrumental also in getting this particular center here in Bangalore. And also the IAPT. IAPT is a backbone for this. In fact, this National Standard Examination started even before we thought of Olympiad. Okay, so IAPT has a rich experience of doing this standard examinations. And we are all, in fact, beneficiaries of it. That helps us to grow. So, thank to IAPT, the president, the secretary who are actually online, wonderful people, great support from them. I really thank them from bottom of my heart. And when these students come here, always we wonder, we should also have a chief guest who will match up to their kind of level. We are in fact very small when compared to them. My chemistry is so bad, they're so good in chemistry, so good in biology, so good in mathematics. Physics, maybe I may compete and then they all may get actually much better marks than me. They're all so good. So we can't be really inspiring them. Wanted someone who can really inspire. So for that we contacted Professor Prabal came like you, so kind enough to agree and then come over uh, rightly pointed out 2-3 lacunae in this. I mean, it's so important to find a lacunae in a system like this. Yes, of course, we need to really encourage the girl student and we'll see what we can really do in that particular aspect. IFPT should think about it, IAC should think about it, DVS should think about it, and all of us need to really see what we can do. Otherwise, we'll be missing out on a very smart 50% of the population. Okay, I always feel they are smarter than us. So therefore, you need to actually have more people coming from them, then our performance will be much better. Okay, that's my belief, and I think we should really strive to see if we can do that. And our greatest support in this whole of the program, okay, is Subhareddy sir. Good that you came, sir. You came from Telangana. I know we troubled you, but I think your presence means a lot for us. Giving away the entire premises for 15 days for us. And then with all the support, we used to call him even at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, trouble him, sir, this is not there, that is not there. Then he would actually make sure that everything is there next day morning. Okay. So big thanks to you, sir, for coming to this program and also being such a big support to all of us. And I think we should thank all these people, right? And then they also told the struggle. My own experience, when we go out, people may feel, oh, what are they really going up to? Are they really having a good time there? In fact, it's most of the time. You have such a wonderful things to see, but you're not allowed to see. You need to sit and correct the paper. You need to sit and make sure that the question paper is all right. You need to see that what are the points on which I need to argue, and then make sure that in the arbitration we don't miss that 0.1 mark. In fact, this time the least count of the marks it was 0.03 itself. So you really need to fight for those little things, and they really put a hard work, and then we need really a lot of rest also after this. So congratulations and thank you for all the hard work that you people have done. IJSO is a small team of people with someone like Yuvraj and then also Vanishri, all the time helping and then making sure that things work in the background well. That background is so important, we many times take it as granted. And we also have a wonderful leader, Dr. P.S. Achuna, who all the time, in fact, making sure that we do a little extra. Okay, people come here, I tell them lunch is over, dinner is over, why do you worry? But he wants to take them for a masala dosa also. He wants to do that extra thing all the time. I'm just giving an example like this, but he does this extra every time, and that actually makes the center special and also makes the center vibrant. So thank you, Achuna sir, for a wonderful thing. And I should also thank the principal of this college and also Padmati ma'am for actually making sure that this program is organized very well. And of course, Jyoti ma'am, who always sits in the back and then should come front ma'am. She did a wonderful comparison that let's be collecting from the whenever there is. Thank you very much for that. And also thank the entire management of Medalists for their wonderful support. So I think with this, we are ending this program. Am I right? Anything else to say or announce the lunch? Okay.
Now it's time to thank the person who thanked all of us. I call him my elder brother. Even at 12, he was still talking about others, Subhareddy sir being very kind enough. Even at 9 o'clock, we actually call them and things are getting ready. So the first thing I will actually do whenever something has to be done is first call him. Even it is 12 p.m. is actually there with me always. So big round of applause to Dr. Raghavendra. It is special bonded between us. He does things, I don't tell him anything. I do things when he doesn't tell me anything. Our there is a very good resonance between us. So our frequencies are slightly different, but it formates the resonance.
Frequency depends on mass.
Thank you.
Now it's time to pay our sincere gratitude to our nation. Let's sing our pride, our national anthem. Request the students to
After this, take out your medals, okay? Wait here and take out your medals. After this.
Felicitation, national anthem, begin.
विनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभाशिष मांगे गावे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे
बोलो भारत माता की जय। बोलो भारत माता की जय। बोलो भारत माता